Okay, its relevance today. I think well, people nowadays they love taking photos, selfies, diba? Instagrammable selfies. So it goes to show that how they are valuing uh, places or spaces that are aesthetically attractive or pleasing. So what's hip, what's hot, places, no? And then with the pandemic, people are staying home, working from home, and then online classes for the kids. So I think people are realizing how important it is to have a well planned house, how the spaces are arranged uh, para to maximize the function of each space in the homes. Yon, so yeah, that's it. What drives my design? Mainly what the client wants, you know, um, the information that he or she gives me, his preferences. Sometimes I do take into consideration external factors like environmental, you know, um, making use of sustainable materials like bamboo as accents, and even rattan or solihia now it's becoming a trend again. So it's a good thing, no, that um, it's gaining attention once again like before, and it's a very renewable material and also durable. Yun, so that. And what else? Well, people also are going green right now, so yeah, I support that as well. And social factors as well. Syempre, we also consider trends ngayon. Well, the taste of people, they vary. It's not the same naman all throughout, diba? Every year, parang there's something new, so you have to consider that as well. Yun. For me, both go hand in hand, no. But function comes first, then second yung aesthetics, because we design something or we design a space for a specific purpose, di ba, to make it usable. So yan yung first talaga, and then aesthetic comes in to make it more visually attractive or nicer or more comfortable, and yun, it's like icing on a cake. You have to make the cake first na delicious, and then tsaka na yung decorating it to make it even more attractive. Yun. And then do I have to, yes, sometimes I have to compromise. Mostly it's because of limitations din sa resources natin, especially here in Cagayan de Oro. It's not like in Manila that there's so many selections, and yun. So yeah, I do have to compromise as long as it's not naman that ugly, no. But yeah, I always go for function first, then aesthetic second. Start with site inspection of the place. Then from there, I interview the client, ask him questions that I need to know, and then next would be the schematic stage, or I give him her options sa layout. And then sometimes I present 3D na together with the layout so he can better visualize the space. No? And then from there, after approval, then I go on developing the design. So if it's a small space, so ano na, diretso na with the working drawings, so the detailed drawings. Then after that, the execution of the design. And during construction, that's when I usually canvas or source out yung mga furniture pieces for the client, give him selections as well to choose from. I work usually with contractors na directly, so it's either an architect or an engineer. Yun, mostly that lang. Not much of the mechanical or the other engineers. No. I think I'm blessed to have good collaborations with these contractors because most of them I know na, or if they're new, they're actually they respect me.
Right.
I think there's one lang instance na the contractor doesn't inform me if he has changes and he does it without telling me ba. So, yun lang. But aside from that, okay naman.
Yeah.
So, yun. How to deal with them? Wala. You just have to talk to them, make them understand. That the SOP,
Yeah.
because it's our design. So, they still have to tell us if something is not possible or may problema that we have to solve it together. Not na siya lang.
Communication and transparency talaga, man. Yeah.
Yes. I only had one client who was difficult sa start pa lang. So, I think, I was still learning that time. So, I was having a hard time then how to deal with that. So, I had to do several proposals before she finally approved one design. So, maybe next time, I think you just have to be firm. Make it clear to him or her na from the start na these are the conditions, or you're only going to give him or her this number of proposals. For syempre, you still have to do your part, no? That you have to research well and interview him or her well. The problem lang is sometimes they really don't know what they want. So, yan, I'm still struggling or I'm still learning how to deal with those type of clients. But yeah, you just have to do more research, and then to be more well prepared, explaining your design to them. Ganon.
Yeah.
How? I think during pandemic, I had projects that did not push through or some got delayed. So, you just have to, what I did, I just waited na lang yun for the pandemic to pass, no? Or for them to be comfortable with constructing na. And the only disadvantage, of course, because your ano tawag doon? Your income, the stability, yan lang. So it was great. It was affected, but okay naman. I mean, I still survived. So, yun, with the pandemic.
How about with like other projects po, Miss? When you...
mostly kasi it's more of the contractor or the construction side.
Right.
But fortunately naman, my clients, they understand na if some parts get delayed, so I just explain to them, and some are not really in a hurry. It's more important na it's properly executed yung project. So they understand naman that I just inform them or explain to them why it's delayed. Ganon. Depende. If we meet with the client, most of us, so we do it together, explain it together, or sometimes if I explain it, I tell the contractor then that you have to be there also because you can better explain what your side na why it's delayed. Sometimes it's just not the contractor, it's also the suppliers. No, especially with, I think my experience is with modular cabinets, cabinetry. So, yan, when the production is delayed, and sometimes they were not properly done. So, ayun, those are causes of delays with construction. It was a learning experience. There was one, pero he's the type na I think he was not there. Ang tawag doon? He did not communicate to me na I was dissatisfied. So parang he just stopped communicating lang actually. And then, but I was directly communicating with his wife. So that was a time na I was just asking na can I go, because it was during pandemic. So I need to ask pa if I can go to their office, no, to check the site. And then yeah, after noon, they didn't give me any feedback na. So it was also the contractor was telling me that hindi na sila pinapasok dun sa office. So from there, parang I understood na that I think they wanted to stop na. So yun, stop. I think I could have handled it better by explaining also my side. I admit I have my my shortcomings din. So yun, it was a learning experience, so I could have handled it better. Could have explained more to them para at least hindi okay yung parting namin. Parang ganon, but wala. I let it go na lang. Depends. Sometimes if they have contractors that they know na or they want na this contractor, this will be their contractor. So, yun, sila na. But mostly, I just refer them to 1 to 2 contractors, no? Na they both give quotations and then we compare, and then it's up to the client to decide which one he would prefer. Yes, just to in my contract, it's actually a 1 to 2 pages lang na. It's a simplified contract kasi most of my projects are small scale lang. So, hindi yung if malaki talaga siya, then it's more detailed. But for it's a simplified lang. So, I just put there the scope of my services and then the area of the space, the total area, it's how I compute my fee. And then, yung mode of payment or the phases din ng payment is there. So, ilang percent ng payment, and then after the schematic stage, how much naman yung second payment. Ganun. By phase talaga para by the time I finish the working drawings or I've submitted na it's usually mga 5% na lang yung balance, which I collect after completion of the project. It's more, technologically wise, syempre mas advanced sila with their equipment, their technology, their workmanship. So there are compared here in Cagayan de Oro, there are talaga designs that we cannot execute properly. So yan din yung mga limitations na sayang na hindi mo magawa yung gusto mong design because we don't have the proper equipment or the proper yung magaling na workers to do that. Go through site inspection, then you ask questions from the client. Sometimes, actually, designers, they recommend that you have a questionnaire. I don't do that because I have a few questions lang from them. But I think it has an advantage, no, if you have the checklist or a copy of a questionnaire. And then after that, you do your schematic designs or you give them more on sa layout lang. Layout options, and then you support it with a 3D, a basic 3D. If not, after na, if you have finalized the layout, then you do your 3D with the whole design, the detailed design. And then after approval, I do the working drawings. And so working drawings with all the finishes na, and then also give them the material specification and then the furnishing specification sheets. So from sa furnishings or furniture specification sheet, I do mga 2 to 3 options. I give them 2 to 3 options to choose from before I finalize. And then, yun, after the working drawings, I give it to the contractor for costing. And then, yun, if he's okay with the proposal of the contractor, then we start with the construction. Yun.